Wake up, wake up.
This is a brand new episode of Wake Up Bright.
Wake up.
With your workout buddies, April and sometimes Jenna. Your hit podcast. Your much needed hit of encouragement, empowerment, and motivation to live and grow each day a little brighter.
Hello, good people. I'm April, and this is
Jenna. Hi, welcome back.
Welcome to the Wake Up Bright podcast. I just got done working out. So I know those of you who are listening can't see, but those of you watching on YouTube can. I look like a cherry tomato. My face is completely red.
Yeah, and I got working out. What the heck? I got done working out like 2 hours ago, but my shower took me quite a long, so my hair is a little wet still.
I can't tell. You look beautiful. And like Snow White. That's what you look like. You look like Snow White. And I look like a cherry tomato. So I'm very excited for the Bright and Balanced Collaborative, as I'm calling it. We are going to do this for the next 30 days. Monday through Friday, Jenna and I will be podcasting short, like micro podcasts. We're not going to talk like 5 million years. Maybe sometimes we will, but most of the time it's going to be like, yeah, we definitely could. We talk. Sometimes we talk. Simply put, Balanced and Bright is a collaborative effort to build better habits now, to start working on and or fortifying our good habits so that we sail through the holiday season and start 2022 ready to work on our goals. On the weekdays starting the 15th of October through the 15th of November, we will be doing daily micro podcasts, reading Brene Brown's book, The Gifts of Imperfection. There will also be a weekly blog post on wakeupbright.com, and then the normal podcast episode blog post as well, just outlining anything that we say during the videos. And every week there will be prompts that you can do. You don't have to. You can just tune in for some motivation, some company while you're working out, or you can do the prompts that we're going to do. And yeah, we're just so excited to be sharing it with you.
Mm-hmm. My little fur child wanted to be in this room at the same time, and now it's just making annoying noises.
For those of you that don't know, Jenna has a really pretty pup named Orho. He's a Rottweiler.
Oh, hello.
Looks like a teddy bear.
Oh,
now he's joined us.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're watching, this is Orho. So I'm so excited that you guys have decided to join us for this little collaborative effort, is really what it is, to end this year strong and not let anything coming up in our lives discourage us or prevent us from moving forward towards a healthier, happier, and brighter life. So a lot of times people are at this point, they're like, the holidays are basically here. It's basically Halloween. I may as well wait until the first of the year to start my fitness goals. And that is the wrong mindset. I mean, no judgment.
And if you want to do that, then okay. But
yeah. But then you can gain 20 pounds before the end of the year. Like anyone could, with all of the holidays. Like it starts with the candy, and then you've got like the turkey, and then you've got like everything else, all the holiday parties. So
right. Yeah, there's Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then all the Christmas parties, Christmas and New Year's,
then Valentine's
Day, Easter.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
summer again.
It's always, there's birthdays, there's life. Mm-hmm. And so my thought is, let's build the healthy habits that we want. They don't have to look the same. It doesn't have to be the same for everyone. I'm going to share things that I'm going to do and that you can do too, but you don't have to. We'll be doing things different than I do. Then we'll be doing similar things, but our own way. It's not a challenge. It's more about finding our individual path, our individual journey. We all have different needs. We all are at different places. We all have different goals, and that's okay. So
we got to listen to ourselves and our bodies. So It's not one size fits all. It's just,
yeah. And there's not a right or wrong way to progress unless you just stay stagnant or you go backwards or you don't you don't move forward. That's the only time you're wrong. So if you stop working towards your goals and you just put it off, you're like, you're going to start on Monday. You're going to start on the 1st of January. Like that's the wrong way. Exactly. Anything else you do, as long as it's progress, you're on the right track. Slow, sustainable, consistent. It doesn't have to be slow, but it does need to be sustainable and consistent. Any thoughts? Any thoughts to share,
Don't burn yourself out.
Yeah.
Be great. Give yourself some grace and you got this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we get sick. We make plans to start things. We get sick. Life happens. Those of you who have babies, like your kids get sick and it prevents you from being able to do some of the things, especially like the single moms, all moms, but like your kids get sick and it disrupts your flow. Or
like I was sick last week, so my workout program kind of went like this because I couldn't work out, but I just started again this week. So
yeah,
I just picked up wherever I left it and keep going.
Your makeup looks so beautiful right now. I just have to say.
Thank you. I only have my tinted moisturizer and my mascara, and eyebrow stuff. That's it.
You have the beautiful eyeballs. And I have the cherry red tomato face and the sweaty, like it's like my hair, says her
had
hair.
A good workout.
Yeah, it was so, it was an intense workout. Like I won't go into details right now, but it's intense. I'll send it to you after, It was intense.
I just did upper body today and I feel like my upper back and my shoulders are on fire and they're like pumped up. I'm going to have super shoulders at the end of the year.
I like it. Is that one of your goals? Do you have any idea what your goals are for the end of the year? You don't have to share. I'm putting you on the spot.
I definitely do want to get like a more toned upper body and more definition of my shoulders, I think. Yeah. And keep my body going.
So I'll link the people so Jenna do you want to talk about the workout thing that you're doing? You don't have to. Yeah, do you want to share?
So it's a Finnish couple. So there's a guy called Mikko Niiranen, and then this woman called Ilona Siekkinen. They're both personal trainers, and they're a couple. And they released their newest workout program, a meal plan called the Goal Digger. It's kind of a challenge too. So it's a 6-week program with a meal plan and a gym plan. And they switched the gym plan after 3 weeks. My husband was peeking out mugging me. But yeah. Yeah, 3, I guess it's kind of 2 gym programs because there's first 3 weeks and then the second 3 weeks. But so far, so good. I'm really excited. I think it's a really good program. It plays a lot with different tempos and how you do things. And there's a lot of supersets and even triple sets. So
if you're listening, I'll link her, the people she was just talking about. Yeah, I'll link their socials on the blog post that'll go up with the podcast. So wakeupbright.com for the blog post. Also, as we go through this, if you guys have questions, if you guys want to share your progress, I'm going to try and daily post a story with a box so that you can ask us questions, share your wins, share your struggles. I'll try and do all 3. So just Wake Up Bright on Instagram and just let me know how you're doing. When daily will be on, so I'll be reminding you. We should have a question of the day.
Yes.
And then we'll be recording. So tomorrow is Friday. So that's when this video is going to go, or this podcast is going to go up. But on Friday, we'll record Mondays. So there'll be a little delay before we'll cover things that are shared with us, but we will cover it. So share. Yeah. Let us know. And if you're watching on YouTube,
just be patient. They will come. They will be shared.
Comment down below. So Jenna and I are going to go over right now. There are 8 things for this week. So it sounds like a lot, but I promise it's really not that much. And if you're a visual person, wakeupbright.com, there will be a blog post that will outline this as well. So the first thing on the list is spend 15 minutes outside. It doesn't matter where or what, You can go for a walk. You can just go stand outside. You can go sit outside and read a book.
Yeah, if you have a nice patio, just sit there. Have your breakfast, your morning coffee there, your morning tea.
Yeah. Or like Jenna took Noah to the park today. You can go to a park. If you have kiddos, take them to the park, like whatever, just 15 minutes of outdoor fresh air and sunshine.
Hopefully it's sunny for everyone.
Yeah. And there's no selling. So if you don't do it, I guess this is the way I think about it. Like if you don't do something that you typically would do for yourself, it may hurt you, but it's nobody else's business. It's like, we're not going to come from a place of judgment towards you ever.
And don't do things for others. If you want to do something, do it for yourself.
You know, if I tell you that, this is going to sound dramatic. If I tell you to spend 15 minutes outside, but let's say you have a sun allergy, well, don't go spend 15 minutes outside. Or like carry an umbrella with you or something, like, I don't know, like whatever meets your needs, like you have like that intuition on what you should and shouldn't do for yourself. And that's what you should follow. We're just sharing what we're doing, and it's, pretty much for entertainment purposes. You don't have to do it. We're not responsible for you if you do it. So don't do anything that you feel like you shouldn't. So the second thing on the list is do some stretching. So I'm going to do a yoga video on my yoga channel, which I had a yoga channel and I had to delete it and restart it. So that will be linked on all of the places as well. No pressure to follow. And you don't have to do my video. There's so many videos about yoga. So, but I will be doing one and just a short, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of stretching. Mobility is so important.
Yes.
So
taking care of our bodies, working out, just going to the gym or whatever by itself. Obviously it's a good thing to go, but we also need to remember to take care of our mobility and stretching and whatnot, because we don't want our bodies to break down on us.
No. Well, as women too, like, so once you hit, like, I think it's like 25, every year your body loses some muscle mass that you have, unless you're actively building it. But also if you're not stretching, like you stiffen up as you age. I mean, I'm not saying like if you're 25, I'm not saying like you're going to be 28 and you're not going to be able to walk because you're going to be so stiff, but significantly if you don't do anything, then when you're in your 50s, if you're 25, you're going to be a lot worse off than if you do some mobility work and just stretch out your body, stretch out your back, work on your core, all of that jazz. So do some
that reminds me, just a little off topic, I guess, kind of. I saw a TikTok of Ryan Reynolds' TikTok, but it was like a very like close up on his face and with like a black mode. His skin looked flawless and he looks like he's 30 years old. So I'm like, what are you doing? How is your skin that good? First of all, how? Maybe he, like, I don't know, maybe he does some ability exercise. I don't know what, face yoga. I don't know. I need to know.
That is a thing. I don't know about face yoga, but if like, there's like, my grandma used to do this stuff. My grandma Connie, like, or she had like this VHS tape and you like did all of these like face stretches, but it like helped with like wrinkles and stuff.
Because he honestly didn't like, he looks like a 30-year-old. So I'm confusion. Because he looks older in his movies and that was like a no filter thing. So I'm like, how? Somebody please explain me
that
this.
Money.
How?
You can get like
how? If somebody knows the regime that he has, the skincare routine, please share. Because I would like to know, because I look older than him when I'm looking at that TikTok and I'm not. I'm definitely not.
So the third thing that we're going to do, and I encourage you to do, is set a step goal for walking, just daily movement. So this can look like Jenna and I both have Apple Watches. It tracks our steps. So that's what we're going to do. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I shouldn't speak for Jenna, but that's what I'm going to do. You can set like a mileage goal, or you can even just set like a time goal, like you want to walk for 5 minutes, or if walking is something that you've struggled with, maybe you want to walk to the end of the street or to your mailbox and back, and then just increase from there. Like just set a movement or step goal.
Well, this is convenient for me this month because my monthly challenge with my Apple Watch is to walk a certain amount of kilometers for a month. So, yes. So I need to walk around 6 kilometers a day.
You always have awesome Apple Watch goals, and your Apple Watch
yours?
I don't know, but I do know that they're never the same as yours, and mine always suck. Oh, no. I do know. It wanted me to get like 70 active minutes a day, every single day, like 70.
On your workout ring? Because you work out so much. That's why. I don't think you can do it.
I don't know, like every day. Well, I mean, I'm not doing it because it's already the 14th. So like sometimes.
Well, look at your progress. It tells you how you can still get to it, because mine says this month, walk or run 182.7 kilometers to earn this award. You've gone 74.8 kilometers so far. Average 5.9 kilometers a day for the rest of the month. This thing is already at one point, it was like 7 kilometers a day.
Where do you go on your watch to find that?
Well, I just went with my phone to the activity and the awards. But I think on the watch, if you go to your activity.
Okay, so
right.
October challenge. My challenge is to get 2,420 exercise minutes for the month.
Ooh.
There's still a chance. It's the 14th, and I'm at 1,026.
I knew it.
But the thing is it doesn't always, just because I do exercise, it doesn't always count it as exercise. So like.
Well, I bet it counts your yoga though, because I think some of my walks, if I'm not going fast enough, or so if my heart rate is not fast enough, it doesn't count it. But cool down, it counts, as well as like core and yoga. Like they don't care. I don't think heart rate matters on those, but I do know with walking it does. Yeah.
So the fourth thing that I'm going to do, and if you want to participate, you can too, is drink. I'm going to drink, and this is not for everyone. I'm going to drink a gallon of water a day at least, which I kind of already do, but I'm going to make sure I am actually drinking all of it and not flavored. So like I have electrolyte, I get really bad leg cramps. So I take magnesium for that. And then I do the electrolyte powder, which typically helps. I'm not counting that in my like gallon of water. However, you can just drink 64 ounces of water. You can try to drink more water each day if your goal is to increase your water. Like you don't have to jump to a gallon. If you're not drinking water, especially if you like work away from home, don't jump to a gallon because you'll spend your whole day at the office bathroom. So
yeah, like I don't know why, but it's just, I don't claim to be hydrated well enough already, but I feel like it just comes straight through me and it doesn't like hydrate me anymore. It just comes through. So my goal is just drink more water, because I know a gallon is definitely too much for me right now, but I know that if you keep increasing it, then, you know, your body gets kind of used to it. And
yeah,
eventually you'll be able to drink a little bit more water.
And it helps you get glowy. You're already glowy though.
It's my $5 tinted moisturizer.
Yeah. What moisturizer is, like tinted moisturizer is?
It's what the heck is the brand? Wet n Wild tinted moisturizer is $4.99 at Walmart. My friend Emily took me off and told me to go get that because I wanted something like light and, you know, that kind of covers stuff, but not too much for everyday use. And $5 is a steal.
So the fifth thing for you to do is write down 3 goals that you have that you want to achieve. They can be whatever you want for the end of the year. You don't have to share them, or you can share them with us. It's up to you. 3 goals and your why. So why you want to achieve each of those things by the end of the year. So by 2022, so you're going to start 2022 off having achieved these things. And if you don't, you're going to be well on your way to achieving them. What are they? And what is your why? So not your how, but just like what and why.
And why do you want to do that? Because then, yeah, it's easier to get, like, I guess, see clearly and get to your goal if you know why you want to do it.
Yeah. And for that, so before I, like the big project, I guess, that I have on the table for us, I'll talk about in a second for this week, will help. So you don't have to immediately, if you don't already have 3 things, or maybe you have 3 things, but after you do the homework, we'll call it homework, self-work, that's a better word. After you do your self-work, you may change your goals. So that's fine. So it's just by next Friday, you want your 3 goals and your 3 whys. So then we're going to collectively read chapter 1 of Brene Brown's The Gift of Imperfection. So, and it's just 1 chapter this week. So in the 30 days, we want to read the whole book. The book isn't that big, but the first week, because we're doing this other stuff, we're just going to read 1 chapter and talk about it. So we'll talk about it.
How many chapters is in that book?
I want to say like 12, but they're short. I don't have.
So we should not be struggling.
Yeah, no. So, I mean, if you want to read more than that, read more. But Yenna and I, next Friday, we're going to talk about chapter 1. And you can read however fast. You don't even have to read. If you don't want to read it, don't read it. It's up to you. We're going to talk about it.
Or listen to it. I don't know if it's, I think Amazon has it on Audible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Audible. So the big things for this week are, let's see, which one do I want to do first? So there's 2 things, but they will correspond. The first thing that I would like for you to do, and that I'm going to do, is I'm going to write out what my ideal typical day looks like. So this isn't like my ideal vacation day or like my fantasy land ideal day. It's like, what does my ideal productive work day look like? When am I working out? How much am I working out? When am I working? How am I working? What am I achieving? Like, do I have a to-do list? Is that how I start my day? Do I start my day by checking my calendar? Like, just listing out my ideal day, my ideal, like in my mind, what that would look like, what I would be achieving throughout the day. Mm-hmm. And with that, so you'll do your ideal productive day and your ideal like weekend day. So not necessarily a day of rest. And by weekend, I just mean off days. So if you have a job and your off days are like Tuesday and Friday, like what does your ideal off day look like? And what does your ideal like work day look like? Or your weekday, weekend, you can do it however you like. So what does your ideal days look like? And then for 3 days over the course of the next week, I'm going to track everything I do and when I do it and how much I'm doing. So I'm going to do the 1 weekend day and I'm going to do 2 weekdays. And so this isn't like do something extra, do something different than what you've been doing necessarily, except for adding in the things that I've already said, like the 15 minutes all day and that type of stuff, or drinking your water. But just account for how this is a time management exercise. Where are we spending our time? So even at work, so just set an alarm on your phone every 45 minutes, every hour, whatever it is, just log what you've done. You've been at work for 2 hours or an hour. Did you go on Facebook? Did you look at your phone? Did you look at IG? Did you spend an hour in your inbox? Did you actually cross things off your to-do list? Mm-hmm. Did you take a break? And if you did take a break, what did you do on your break? Like, did you just sit there in your office? Did you gossip? Did you walk up some stairs, go outside? Like, you can make changes whenever you want, but you don't need to make changes in order to do this exercise. You're literally just accounting for your time to find space. Because there is space. There is always space for things that we want to achieve. We can make space. So we're just going to evaluate our days, account for how we're spending our lives, how we're spending our time. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts?
I'm excited. I feel like I used to be really good at managing my time, but ever since having a toddler, or like the child in general, it's been kind of hard. So hopefully this kind of helps a little bit.
Like, Jenna was very impressive. Like when Noah was a baby, and I can't speak to like every day, but like she had like nap schedule. She was very scheduled. It was very impressive. And we like in Noah's whole like almost first year, I guess it wasn't his first year. So what, like 6 months until we moved, we worked out like 4 or 5 times a week most of the time.
Yeah.
Well, really like 4 to 6 times a week.
We did.
Yeah. So, I mean, It's possible. It's possible. So
we made it happen.
Yeah, we prioritized.
And it really gave us structure too, especially when he was still napping a lot more than he was. Like his wake windows were a lot shorter. So we had to get done, or I had to get done and get home to put him down for a nap.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely did. It was fun times. Mm-hmm. A bright spot of winter wave living.
Yeah, the only thing that made living in misery fun.
Yeah. So the balanced and bright. So we're just trying to live each day a little healthier, a little brighter. We're trying to fortify good habits, build good routines, and crush the rest of 2021 and prepare to own 2022. That's our goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally.
We're going to come out of the past craziness of these 2 years as winners. And this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But the pandemic and stuff, it's a really, I think most everyone, it's rocked us in so many obvious ways, mm-hmm. and then less obvious ways. Like we don't spend time with other people the same way we did before. People don't make eye contact the way that they used to. Small greeting, like things are just it's so interesting how quickly everything has shifted.
Mm-hmm. And how differently different people react to, like how I feel like I'm still doing the same things. I'm still trying to talk to people and,
yeah.
And like how some people are just kind of going to their shell and kind of like, nope.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting.
It really is. But we are going to work on our self-growth. So this is an individual thing for each of us, but we're just going to do it collaboratively.
Yes.
So yeah, that's going to wrap up. Today's podcast is kind of short and sweet. I thought it might be longer, but I think
this is a good little snippet.
Yeah. So if you haven't ordered the book, go to the library, rent it. It's an older book, like not old, but like it's been around. So most libraries will likely have it.
That's a good tip. So you don't have to necessarily go and buy stuff. No. Go see if your local library has it. And I think if you have Amazon Prime and whatever, I think Audible usually that might have it for free. I have it. Where in the heck is it? Here. Well, it says Audible audiobook. It would be free. Oh, with Audible trial. Okay. But paperback is just under $11.
Yeah.
Amazon.
So, and like I said, no pressure to buy and read this book. Like we're going to talk about it. You don't have to read it. I have never read a Brene Brown book. Have you read one of her books before?
Nope.
Have you heard about her before? Or is that new? Yeah. So
I'm totally new to this.
Like a year ago, all of my coworkers, I guess it's over a year ago now, but all of my coworkers started talking about Brene Brown and how amazing her books are and how amazing things are. And I guess she does like conferences. I don't know. But then I kept hearing about this specific book. And so I was like, I think we'll read that. So hopefully it's not a bust. I feel like when it comes time for me to pick the movie, like with me and my husband, it's like the pressure's on and I always pick a terrible movie.
I feel like I do the exact same thing. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, you pick shitty movies. I'm like, well, I don't know. I just thought I'd get something you like and then it's crap. So I don't know.
Yeah, same. And I'm like,
when I watch them alone, they're amazing, whatever I choose usually. So
yeah. But also when I'm alone, I'm like going to watch like a Hallmark movie or like something, that I want to see, not like something I feel like we both might enjoy. It's just always a miss. But my point is I hope that my book choice is not like my movie choice when I'm picking like our different movie. So
I'm sure it's good. Hold on. What does Amazon say? Where the heck is my?
Speaking of Ricky and I, our last date night, we went to the movies, like to the actual movie theater for the first time since before. Like it's been years.
What movie did you watch?
We went and saw the second Venom. And it was so good. It was so good. I didn't see the first one, but it was really good.
I think, well, I kind of feel bad because Noah had this Venom, like a juice bottle thing.
Uh-huh.
And I guess they kind of mean for you to reuse it, but then we forgot it in the car and it had juice in it. And it was there for quite a long time because it rolled underneath the seat. And I got it, but I just threw it away. And I was like,
Hey,
now I feel bad.
that would be a good costume for Noah. You said that you were trying to.
Yeah, you could be Venom.
Yeah, that would be funny.
If anyone listening or watching has any cool costume ideas for a 2-year-old, please let me know. He was Chucky last year.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was so funny. So I kind of want something that's going to raise a similar reaction from people, because everyone thought it was awesome because when we were, trick-or-treating, because he kind of played the part really well. But,
he's so cute.
Yeah, so something funny, epic, anything.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. And I'm so excited. Thanks for watching or listening. And let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you think about this. If you're excited, yes. If you think that our ideas are terrible, let us know.
Or if you have any ideas that you would like to provide and possibly have us include in this challenge, then let us know.
And I would recommend just don't wait until last minute to do your little time thing. And if you don't do 3 days, my thought process with doing multiple days is it's like with anything. As soon as I start really hyper focusing on what I'm doing, all of a sudden I do it better. Mm-hmm. It's like squats. If I'm just squatting and I'm like, I'm squatting, then I'm lazy and they're haphazard. But if I'm okay, I'm squatting and I need to squat with great form, they're perfect. So I don't want to just track one day and make that day special and be see, I actually am busy all of the time and I have no time for these things that I want to do. So I'm going to do multiple days. So if you don't want to do multiple days, you really don't have to, but do track at least some part of your week, ideally 3 days or the whole week. So do whichever your heart desires. Just be honest with yourself about what you're doing, because it is for you. So we're not going to judge. We don't care. We're not even going to know because you're probably not going to tell us.
All I can think of it now is that TikTok sound. Don't do it. I'm going to do it. Don't do it. I already did.
Yeah. Whatever. Or that one, it's they're not going to know. They're not going to know.
They're going to know. No one's going to know.
Yeah, that. If you do decide to talk about it at all on Instagram, tag Balanced and Bright. Just hashtag.
Or DM.
Yeah, or add us. So I'm at Wake Up Bright on Instagram, and Jenna is at Jenna Pellikka. You want to spell your name?
JennaPellikka. Hopefully I spelled it right. I think I did.
Yeah, you did. You did. You spelled your own name right. Snaps. Okay, so they'll also be linked on the blog post. They'll be linked in the description. They'll be linked on, what is it called on podcast? The show notes.
Yes.
It'll be linked in all the places. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on Monday. Bye.